Hello, viewers and audience, whoever's watching out there. Episode 2 of PodCASt, where the capital CAS if after pod. So, yes. So this is where we just talk about things that podcasts talk about. And I'm your host, Jericho, and my co host, Nate, is here. And we
Heyo.
have two very special guests here with us today.
Yes.
People that are very highly valued in the community and
Yes.
society.
Very
Part
revered
of.
status, like
Very
7 Oscar nominations,
Okay.
yeah, very.
a lot of Grammys.
So we'll take it away with Amaia. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little about what you do for life and anything. So
Hi, I'm Amaya. I'm 18. What do I do in life? I don't know.
yeah, like
Um,
what you're up to
Yeah.
now? Like
Yeah.
stuff or like about yourself. Important things about yourself that you want people to know.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I'm a girl.
You want people to know you're a girl. Okay.
Hey, it's
No.
important nowadays. Okay, let's
Oh,
put that out of the
true.
way. Okay.
You have
Yeah.
to get the pronouns right. I use
Yeah.
she, her pronouns.
Yeah, we'll go on, Amaya. Yeah, go.
I don't know. I'm okay. One thing I'll boast about myself is that I'm really good at untangling things.
Mm.
Yes.
Like
Example,
what?
for example, like example scenario, if you would
Like-
delight us.
Like I don't know, like a ball of string or like
Your
you know
phone.
how jewelry like jewelry gets tangled.
Yeah, what's your tips and tricks to untangling things?
My
Like,
tips and tricks. I could go on for hours just talking about my methods. But yes,
Mhm.
I'm very good at untangling things. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Amaya. Very, very, very thoughtful insight we have there about yourself. Our other special guest, Erin, about yourself and introduce yourself and stuff.
What's up? I'm Erin. I am also a girl.
mhm.
Um, I've only had one glass of water today so far.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
That's what you want people to know about yourself. Hey, fellow
You want
audience.
people to be concerned.
I want to drink water. Who
Mm.
knows?
It's already 2 p.m. You only had one glass of water.
It's okay. I only woke up like an hour ago. So it's fine.
Yeah.
No wonder you didn't reply to any of my messages this morning, mate.
Yeah.
You've been asleep the entire afternoon. But yeah,
My
Erin.
bad.
Yeah, Erin, go on. Yeah, what else about yourself? Interesting things.
I have 2 dogs.
Yes, talk about their dogs. What do they do?
Fingers. Proof.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you.
Okay, yeah. Good job. Yeah, thanks, Erin, for that. Thanks for the introduction. Very insightful. Wait, Nate, we missed our co-host, Nate. I know that
Uh-oh.
everyone saw you from the last episode, but yeah, go introduce yourself again.
Hello, I'm back. I'm Nate. I'm a boy. What do you want to know about me? Well, I'm 17 still, so I'm very young,
Oh my god.
very ripe for whatever. I study IB, so as you can tell, my eye bags, the bags under my eyes, be Gucci. Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you, Nate. So we have everyone in order. So yeah, for today's episode, we have a bunch of different topics that we talk about. One of them is like how to find your meaning in life, and how to tell when someone is the one. Those kind of topics that are very digestible, very light.
Yes,
So
very light.
very, very light. So yeah, we'll get to everyone. So but the first point, wanna see how everyone's doing. If you can give like I know probably this pandemic has changed a lot of things about the way we operate day to day. Probably not Nate's because he's in his mom's house all the time. Well, also me. I'm in my mom's house all the time. So
You have to say mom's house.
Mom's house.
yeah, well technically it is their it is their
My
house.
mom's house.
Yeah. Technically it is their house. So yeah. So I just want to hear from everyone, just like we did the last episode, how's life? If you could reflect on things that maybe kinda changed how you do everyday stuff. So yeah, let's start with Erin. Erin, how's life?
Yeah, I kind of got used to the quarantine life, even though I forgot how it feels like to get in a car again. Sure, you know, but I think I have review classes for this summer. So like that means I have to wake up early and I can't sleep in anymore.
Same.
So I have to wake up. I can't wake up at 12 anymore.
Do you actually attend them or do you just like
Well,
hop
I
in?
have to.
No, like do you just hop in and then say noted and then leave and sleep?
I wish.
No, so how are those like? How are like review classes like? Cause like me and Nate don't take them. We're not taking them. So but like how is that like? What do you do or like what the
My
review
review
class is?
classes?
Yeah. You don't need to go all personal detail stuff, but like just how that goes. Is it like a class, like an actual school class, or is it more like
Yeah, we
Yeah.
use like Adobe something,
Mm-hmm.
and then the setup is
Adobe
like
something.
presentation and then Q&A and then like notes. Personally I like it better than Zoom. I mean, no,
Mm,
like for lectures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kinda
Yeah.
ironic we're using Zoom
I
now.
still was going to school just
yeah.
to go home.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we can all like agree that we miss going to school in some way, obviously seeing our friends and being able to harass teachers and other people that we find inferior to ourselves, like us IB students, right, Nate?
Maybe
No.
not that part.
Okay,
but
okay. Oh, no, not that part. Okay, sorry. I guess I'm the only one in the room. What about you, Maya? How's life now, pandemic wise?
Yeah, life's been okay. I think I'm kind of numb to the fact that we're in quarantine, because I really don't like this question, because I don't even know what I've been doing during quarantine. So yeah, I've been going out actually.
Oh,
but
really? Okay.
Oh wow.
For good reason. I'm not
Okay,
just
yeah,
going
yeah.
out to see my friends. Like this week, I went to the dentist like 3 times, going to like the grocery and stuff. It's really thrilling because I'm not supposed to go out. Because
Wow.
the only people who are allowed to go out are people who are 21 and over. So whenever I get questioned by like policemen, it just gives me that thrill.
Like a vigilante kind of vibe. Like, oh yes, I'm on the other side of the law. Perfect. Just where I want to be.
That's like such a sadist tone when the police question me. They're like, I get a thrill.
Gives me a rush. It's exactly
Yeah.
what I need for
Well,
quarantine.
I'm surprised. Amaya, you're actually going to the dentist. It's like I thought, like actually, like just thinking about it, I thought like dentists are like that one place that would probably be closed for a while, just because like the mask and everything, and like
You're touching
you
your
know,
mouth.
no, like
Yeah.
like the mouth and like like the germs
You
that
have
come
a
out of the mouth
mask
and
on.
like you
Yeah,
breathe and
they have-
everything.
Yeah, they have really strict protocols.
Mhm.
I mean, they can't just close dentists. That's like closing hospitals this time.
That's true. Okay.
If you're 21 and under, you can't get your teeth fixed, or they have very strict protocols.
Mhm.
I tested for COVID actually.
Oh, how
I
is
did
it?
the test. It was okay. I have COVID, but it's fine.
Wait.
You do?
What? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait. Like,
Wait,
Wait,
are you serious? Wait, are you serious?
are you actually serious? Okay. No. Sorry.
Oh.
I can't.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, that was something.
I think I'd really be in this podcast right now if I had COVID.
Well, yes.
Some people
I
are
really-
asymptomatic.
Yeah, it can
My
be.
time here instead of being at the hospital.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, never mind. Okay, that was definitely sarcasm. Nate, take note of that. Take note of that.
Yeah.
Sarcasm will be used on the show. I will take note of that. I was not aware. I should
It's-
put a disclaimer next
Okay.
time. But yeah, but then like it's very different now, right? Because like how like dentists or anywhere you go to works. Like I went to the pet store a while ago. That's why I had to go out. I had to buy food for my turtle, and like everywhere you go, like there's no mask, no entry and stuff. Even for like a pet shop, which it's just animals. It's not like I'm
What do
gonna.
turtles eat?
Oh, like those tiny pellets, like those turtle pellets. Yeah, I needed to get them those, and carrots sometimes. But yeah, so like everywhere, yeah, no mask, no entry, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's one thing you notice. What about you, Nate? How's even though we know from last week, this past week, how's
Yes.
anything new?
Well, unlike you guys, I can't go out at all. I can't even ride the car. My mom won't let me jog around the village. My friend was willing to pick me up in his car into his house, and my mom was like, "No, you can't even go out." So
I know that shows your mom is like, your mom really cares about you. Want to make sure
are you
that you're
saying
COVID free.
Amaia's mom doesn't care about her, and your mom doesn't care?
No,
about you?
that's not. No, that's not what I meant. But I'm like, I'm not saying.
Yeah,
Not what
yeah.
I'm implying, Nate. Your IB skills are too
Sorry,
good.
Sorry.
Yeah, but no, at least your mom like is very careful and stuff. Like.
Yeah.
Is she like a germaphobe, that kind of person, or no, naman? She's just.
Not really.
Um,
She just doesn't want me going out, to be honest.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't want to go out also, but like, my dad didn't want to get out of the car, so he used
Really?
me as a scapegoat to like,
Oh no.
oh, you go out of the car and you buy the things, but it's okay. I had like these what do you call that? It's like glasses, but then there's like a screen, like those face
Oh.
screens that they have. Yeah,
I don't know what it's called.
yeah, I looked like a total dork, just having that on my face. But yeah, that's kind of how it is. So, what about like school guys? Like I know that it's still July, but then like school kind of starts in like a month or so. And so, how are you guys gonna approach this school year, knowing that everything's online, everything's like really not personal, very virtual, and it could be hard to like learn the things that you already have a hard time learning when it's in school. So yeah, Erin, you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think they adjusted our school calendar and syllabi like a lot. So I think we have half days now, and the afternoons just for consultation. But what I did last year was I joined the call, and then I kind of slept, and then woke up when the class ended, and then I just reviewed my.
Everyone does that. Everyone does that.
You're not alone. You're not alone there,
Yeah,
Erin. It's
same.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but one time I was like still sleeping, and the class already ended, so it was just me and the teacher.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Okay, yeah.
Like,
That
from
happened?
Jericho, I mean, he skipped like 3 weeks of school, didn't even message anyone.
Okay, wait. First,
Hi.
no, I didn't join like classes, but I always kept
But
up to
he
date
did
with like
review.
I kept up to date with the tasks. I just didn't join the classes. Because well, yeah, same as Erin. Sleep, gotta sleep sometimes.
sleeping
No.
for 3 weeks straight.
Yeah, no, but like no, I still passed, I guess. IB year 1, I think. I still made it. So I'm
Mhm.
here now, trying to get cast points.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Yeah, but then like, so are you a big fan, Erin, of like the whole, like if you had to choose, like would you rather have like school but like social distancing and everything where everyone's far apart, or like the whole system's different with like breaks and like lunch and like whenever people can go out and like meet each other, or would you have like what we'll probably have in the future, which is like online learning and everything? And we'll get to my after, but yeah, Erin, yes.
I think I prefer physical classes only because I'm more present. I guess it forces me to learn. But then again, with the online, it's such a super flexible
Mm.
layout. And I could like do this at this time. But like for safety, I'd rather, and that's the only choice we're stuck with. So online.
Okay, gotcha. What do you think would be the? Oh, wait, let's get to Maya first. Wait, yes, Maya. Yeah, your thoughts on that?
On online learning.
Yeah, like how will your school approach it? How will your school
yeah.
approach it, and how will you approach it? That kind of stuff. Yes.
I don't know. So they modified our curriculum like a lot so that they could like fit it into like an online environment or whatever. I actually have no idea what's gonna happen for next school year. But I really dislike online classes. I think it's because the mere act of just going to school sort of motivates me to do my work and to like combine these two environments together. I don't know. It's not a very conducive place to learn things, but I guess we don't really have a choice.
Yeah, we don't have a
Yeah.
choice. I mean, like, it's not like we can, just disappear. But
Wait,
Yeah,
can you
that's-
tell viewers like about your school and where do you study? Because it's pretty interesting.
I study at Mint College. Yes. It's
Very
in
artsy school.
Hartsville, yes.
that's kind of what the school. Yeah, and I really like your point there, Maya, about how like, how everyday life is usually, relaxed, and like the kind of relaxing environment is your home. And then when you wake up in the morning, we move to school, and that's where work is done. That's where we're productive.
Right.
Then when we
There's
go
no-
back, yeah.
There's no separation between your rest area and your
Mm-hmm.
work area because it's all just one place. And
That's
that can be
true.
really confusing.
Depending on what kind of person you are, you could merge. Your rest area and your your work area, like your rest could overpower your work. At the same time, some people, your work could like overpower your rest, where you're at
Right.
home but you don't sleep at all because you have your school stuff. But yeah, well, Nate, what about you, my fellow co-host? Yes.
With the separating thing, yeah, my work area and my sleep area is like in my room, and it's really confusing. So if I'm working, I'm right here in my desk. If I'm resting, I'm also here in my desk. So it doesn't make sense. And I'm just like, either I'll probably work a lot, and then the next day I'll just pass out and relax the whole day. And it's really bad habit of studying and not studying.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's actually true. Yeah, because like if to our fellow viewers, me and Nate, we take the dreaded IB program, and there's a lot of work. I mean, like every program, grade 11, grade 12, IB, whatever. There's always a lot of work and stuff, and it's hard to balance that, especially if you're already not as disciplined as some people, like even me at sometimes. Like
Mhm.
math is really hard to learn online. Like I don't know who's with me, but me and Nathan can attest to this. Even though we have a good teacher, I really like her teacher. It's really easy to learn and understand from. But just online math is just like I
Yes.
gotta like teachers gotta be able to call me and be like, Jericho, can you do this problem? And then that's when I'm like put in a pedestal and be like, oh, I gotta solve this problem, and then it forces me to learn. But like in a Zoom call, like it's just not there. The teacher's just doing everything, and you're just there.
Oh,
I'm just
really?
there, and I'm just there. I'm just like,
Yeah.
how is this working?
Especially calculus. Please stand out.
So wait, your
Yeah.
online classes, there's no participation on your end
It
whatsoever.
depends.
Just-
on
during the
teacher.
class actually no, very for math, or at
Very.
least for math, they like I know like the teacher will ask, does everyone get this, stuff like that, and like he'll move
Everyone
on to
just
like
says
the next
yes.
we say yes, but like on the
We
side
really
I
don't.
have like 5 tabs open on the same topic, trying to keep up with what our teacher's doing, and then that part's kind of hard because you can't ask him personally. So you can message him and he'll send you like videos, or depending on who your teacher is, they'll like try to help you, but like it's still different from like in person learning, because it's more, I guess it's more suitable for me. But
Right.
yeah, that's kind of the stuff there. So yeah, this online class thing, let's hope we get through it. I know that it seems like there's no end in sight in terms of this pandemic. Like we're nowhere close to a vaccine. Like even if we do have just the production, everything, blah blah blah, all the economics of that, which I don't want to get through that. But
Yeah, let's not get into that.
yeah, but let's just assume everything goes to normal and stuff, and like there's this situation where like life is being thrown at us really quickly, and and jobs and like our future professions and stuff. Have any of you thought about that? Like I know that the pandemic is kind of makes people, that's not really what's important right now, staying healthy, but like let's just assume in a perfect situation, like professions and like your job, what do you guys looking forward to, or like what do you guys goals are in terms of like college and like after that? If Erin, yes, let's start with you. Yeah, no pressure, okay? I mean, like 4 years,
Yeah.
5 years can change like completely.
Yeah.
So
What's
if
on
now,
your
just
mind,
now, yeah, just on your mind now, just
Yeah, right now I don't really have a solid career choice that I'm like super interested in. It's like what you said, it changes all the time. like sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to be a cartographer, and then like the next day I'm like, I want to be a professional grass cutter.
Wait, is that like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the lady in the prophetic presbytery, she told me I'm gonna be like a blogger, writer, influencer person. So let's see.
This is her debut, guys.
My podcast.
Yeah.
She blows up.
When Erin gets famous, guys, go back to this video that we're
Yeah.
gonna post, and this is where she all starts. So yes, we're thankful that we're part of this journey with you, Erin. Yes. Yeah. So,
But-
yeah, just you're referring just off the prophetic presbytery that we had before, but like you personally, or like, do your parents ever like you know how some Asian parents are, not to like fall into a stereotype, they'll be like, oh, you should be a doctor, you should be a nurse, you should be a lawyer, that kind of stuff. Does that stuff ever hit you guys?
Yeah, it does. But I don't really follow it. So my mom's chill, but like she's like, Nate, you should, or Nathan, you should be an engineer, by the way.
Oh no!
But I'm like, nah. Nah.
You just look at your mother in the eye and just be like,
Yeah.
nah, mom. That's how it works. Oh, what about you, Amaya? Have you ever thought about that?
Yes. We're kind of at a weird stage where we're supposed to be applying for colleges now since we're gonna be incoming seniors. So yeah, that pressure is hitting me really hard. But so I'm currently taking a multimedia arts track in senior high school. So that's probably what I'll be taking up in college as well. And yeah, I'd be interested in pursuing anything related to that course, but I'm honestly just making it up as I go. Who knows? I might want to be a dentist in 5 years.
At least now, you know, guys, we have a more secured look on it. I remember like as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, or like even recently, like I'd be like, oh, I wanna be a professional skateboarder, and then like this video game comes out and be like, you know what, I wanna do this, and like all that other stuff. And like at least now we have like a better viewpoint at it, which is
Right.
good. I mean, like I know there are some people that are like super focused on like one
yeah.
thing they want in life, and you know, stuff like that gets kind of tiring, especially if you fail, which obviously if you're a human being, you'll definitely fail in some points of your life. Not everything will go perfect and stuff. So yeah, but at least we have like an idea about all that stuff now. But
What are your future careers?
oh well,
Nate?
thank you for bouncing back the question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nate, yeah,
I'm
go.
controlling this podcast now.
I'm the co-host.
Nate, let's start with you, Nate.
My future career, okay. Realistically, what I'll be taking in college, I have like two choices. It's either comp sci or management something. But like as a hobby or something I want to pursue, I'd like to pursue like maybe like film and writing or whatever, something like that.
Yes. I really see you as a filmmaker.
Why
Yeah,
so? Am I pretentious?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Thank you.
that's why it's perfect. Yeah, that's good. For me, you know, it's in terms of like college courses, I really like investments, like stock investments and like real estate investments, because once you get the gist of that, you don't really have to not really work. Everyone has to work, but like you're kind of your own boss in that way, because you know, you're
Passive
handling
income.
things. Yeah, passive income, that kind of stuff. Because I feel like this is just my mindset of it, like just working for someone else, or like working for something that doesn't build up too much for you in the future is not that productive for me. And I'm really after the freedom, not really after the money. I don't want to be like, oh, Wall Street, that kind of person, but I'm really after the freedom that it brings once you really make it big. And I know it's a lot of work, which obviously everyone's goals require a lot of work. Yeah, but that's just where I'm leaning. But if not, well, you know, I could still be doing this podcast in 50 years from now. So if this ever gets big, and I'm fine with that too, you know, making content, talking about things with other people. I could have, you know, next I might have Donald Trump on the show, or, you know, retired president Rodrigo Duterte, whatever, you know, whoever wants to join, whoever wants, you know, has nothing else to do with their lives, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, so what are really what I really realized about like podcasts, it's like really hard to transition from like topic to topic. So
Yeah,
this is me. This is me transitioning now. Okay, this is me
It's so meta.
transitioning. Yeah, Nate. So Nate, just edit out whatever is not, is a little too
First,
much. So
yeah.
yeah. So
Edit this.
I'm
yeah, no,
editing.
they'll be editing. So yeah, so whenever I know that yes, we're talking about like our career goals and stuff being productive for the future. Let's flip that upside down in terms of what have we been doing in terms of like entertainment value
Mm-hmm.
per se, and like nowadays Netflix and like all those streaming services are like really hitting big, and like everyone's using them because obviously no one can go to a theater, which is obviously the right call to do. And so just a more fun, lighter kind of chat, guys. So like, what are you guys watching now? Like, there's movies or like TV shows that you can kind of give maybe our audience, who obviously it's kind of, you guys are kind of, to our audience, if you stumble upon this video, thanks. But yeah, so well, but let's start with my co-host Nate. Like, what are you watching right now? Like movies, TVs, stuff like that. That's really fun to do that you would recommend our audience.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of old movies. Like, if you know the director Stanley Kubrick, he made The
Yes, I
Shining.
do. Yes. Mm-hmm.
The thing is, a lot of his movies have like nudity,
Oh.
and
Oh wow.
so that's all I've been seeing, like nudity. And
What do you mean that's all you've been seeing? The entire movie is just
most,
okay.
like one movie, Eyes Wide Shut. Viewer discretion. It's pretty. It's good, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't recommend it to you if you're really like not fond of seeing maybe like women's breasts or whatever, or sex. But it's pretty good. So
What's it about? What's it about, Nate?
it's there's Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. They're married, and it's their journey of Tom Cruise going through these trials and tribulations of adultery. Like, he gets tempted to, maybe do some little debauchery with some women, but then eventually it comes down to that. Nicole Kidman also is like, in one part, she's like, "Oh, you know that naval officer? Yeah, I was thinking of doing it with him." And Tom Cruise just
I love
thinks
how you're
about it.
phrasing this. I love how you're putting out this synopsis for us. It's so very yes, I love it. It's great. So yeah, that's basically the whole gist of the movie, is like what you
Yeah.
just said. Okay, that's
Another
it.
movie is like A Clockwork Orange, and
That's a great.
my rape scenes not very pleasant. It's not, but
You're
it's
gonna
still
have
good.
You're gonna have to put a trigger warning for this podcast.
Yeah, I definitely do. Just Nathan's voice is a trigger podcast, a trigger warning in itself. But yeah,
I
but
do
no.
recommend it if you're fond of art and movies. I do recommend.
Yeah, if you can, so like audience members, if you can look past what everything Nathan just said, if you can look past everything Nathan just spewed out of his mouth and focus on the artistic side of the movie, then yes, you'll enjoy it. But if you're Nathan, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, is that it? What about TV shows, Nate? Like, I know, wait, I'm not sure if you've told me before, but yeah, any TV shows for people who don't have that attention span of a movie. TV shows is kind of like the
Yeah,
next
I
big
don't
thing.
have the attention span of TV shows, but movies. So it's really unhealthy for me if I start a TV show, because I'm gonna finish in like a day or something.
That's true. So like,
The most, yeah.
yeah, so like a movie with like nudity and rape scenes has your attention span, but a TV show you might dangerously
Okay.
binge.
Don't
Don't-
put it that way.
That's
No.
how you phrased it. I asked you what the movie was about, and then you went on and on about like rape and like nudity. So I was like,
Well,
that's where your attention span is.
I
But,
have to, get into detail of why and what not to watch and what to expect. I don't want kids searching it up and being like, "Oh, you recommended this." No.
and then
But yeah, I don't have the attention span of TV shows. But one thing I did watch is You Were Never Really Here, which I really like.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty good also. I like that. What about Amaya? What are you watching now? Like Netflix or whatever, movies, DVRs, VHS tapes, all that stuff?
My VHS tapes. No, I don't know. I haven't really been watching a lot of movies or TV shows. I think any movie or series is a good movie or series to watch during quarantine. Just as long as it takes up some of your time, then it's a good movie to watch. But I'm trying to remember. Like, the most recent movie I watched was The King of Staten Island.
I love that movie. Actually, I think it's really good. I watched it. Pete Davidson and Maud Apatow and like
Judd Apatow. Yes, it's a really good movie. What else have I been watching? I've been watching a few episodes of Community, the series, because my parents are obsessed with that show.
Oh wow, really? Okay. It is funny. I love that. I love that show. Yeah. So do you actually enjoy it, or you get dragged along sometimes, or is it actually?
No, I do enjoy it.
Right, okay.
I think I just enjoy my parents having a good time. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. But so like Community and like the King of Staten Island. For those who don't know, like whoever's listening, that's a really good movie. King of Staten Island. I highly recommend it. You know, it's actually really funny and it's well acted. Also, Pete Davidson's actually a surprisingly good actor.
It's a Judd Apatow movie. How can you go wrong with a Judd Apatow movie?
That's true. What about you, Erin? What about what you've been tuning into recently?
I haven't been really watching movies or shows because I've just been mainly on YouTube. Like, I can watch an 8-minute video instead of the first 8 minutes of a movie and then like forget about it. Yeah, but YouTube has a lot of weird things, especially if I recommended. I found this channel. It's about this dude who live streams his fish, and they're like really nice fish.
What happens there?
What happens to the fish, Erin?
Like, he drops in food and then they're like eating it, and then like it's just
fish?
It's just fish.
You've come to this point where you're willing to watch fish.
No, because my family, they're the ones who've been watching movies and shows. Like, currently, I think my mom and brother are like watching anime right now.
What are they watching?
I don't know. The one with the historical figures.
Italia?
No!
That's countries.
Nathan's trying to guess because he's intrigued now.
Like, it's something. I don't know the name. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
So you're more in that YouTube realm, Erin,
I'm on that
instead of
YouTube
like
trend.
yeah, and then Amaia not, but that's good for you guys. At least I know you've been. At least I can assume if you're not watching movies and TV shows, you've done other things, which is the opposite of what I'm doing. So for me, I've been. So if you don't know if you've heard this show, but like BoJack Horseman, if you know this show from Netflix, I got into it like I think late late May, season 1. I'm at season 6 now, and it's July. That may not be impressive to like some heavy binge watchers, but like I really love that show. It's such a good show. It's the character BoJack's really relatable in some aspects. And then it's just funny. It's all the characters are really, and it's really well written. There's this one episode in season 5 where like it takes place in one place and it's just BoJack talking the entire time. And I don't want to like overrate the show, but it's like one of the best animated TV episodes of like ever I've ever seen. So yeah, BoJack Horseman. I've been watching that a lot. Actually, no, I'm not watching season 6 yet because I don't want to finish it. Like, I don't know if you guys get that feeling, but like when you stop before the last season because you don't want to finish it because like you get so invested in like the characters and like you don't want to see this end. I'm kind of in that mode right now, so I've just been trying to read our IB requirements. But if Nathan knows, that's not the easiest thing to do. But yeah, in terms of movies, a lot. I'm like me and
How
Nathan.
many movies did you finish again, Jericho?
I have a list. I'm at 338, I think. Since March,
quarantine, right?
Since the start of quarantine, I've watched 338 movies,
300 movies.
And I know it might be something I'm proud of, but we'll see how this pays off.
So that's
And like,
what you did in that 3 weeks. you were missing out on school.
no, not entirely. I did everything and like tried to, still watch. But yeah, I just really like movies.
What's your rate per day? Like, how many movies do you watch per day?
Oh, back in March and like April, it was like 2, 3, 4 a day.
Four
It's
a day.
insane. Now I'm dialing it back because like gotta get ready. Nate's, we have to work on our EE. So
Oh yes.
yeah. So yes, that's I took I don't know. I just love movies. It's just the world got too crazy. Everything outside just got too crazy. So I was like,
It's Black Mirror outside. It's the new season.
yeah, exactly. So I just dove into an archive of movies. It got crazy to a point where I couldn't find anything else to watch anymore on like some of my movie streaming sites because I've almost watched a lot of them already, and I don't like horror movies. I don't do well with horror movies. I realized that, so I'm definitely not watching that. It got really bad to the point where I asked like Juan and Nathan for like anime, and like if you know me very well, I don't like anime.
Studio Ghibli is so good though.
Really desperate.
yeah, really desperate. Studio Ghibli though is really good. For those also listening, Studio Ghibli has really good movies. Yeah, they're not really called anime movies. Honestly, they're just movies. They're just really, really good watches. So yeah, that's kind of like at least Erin's kind of like the odd one out watching YouTube live streams of fish.
Yeah.
So I can relate though. Like there's there's sometimes on YouTube where like just you can't stop watching something. Like
If I live stream my fish, would you watch it?
Depends. What do you feed your fish?
Like those pellets thingy.
Yeah, you guys should live stream your fish and your turtle. Just feeding them.
I was doing that actually yesterday. That's why I was like kind of like
Live streaming your turtle?
No. I was watching turtles just like doing random things. And like, and that's why I had to get food today because I remembered because I watched turtle videos yesterday as I was trying to fall asleep. Oh, by the way, guys, can I ask, how's your like sleep schedule? Like, how's your Nate, how's your sleep schedule? Let's start with you.
I slept at 5 and then woke up at 10 because my mom busted into my door asking for me to print something for her. And then I went back to sleep and she woke me up an hour later, another print thing for her. And then I woke up at 1:30 finally.
Why are you sleeping at 5? Like I know you said this before, but like why 5? What are you doing in like 1 till 5?
Cause I'm really more productive at night and it just hits different with the weather, the climate. So
It just hits different. The weather and the climate.
It doesn't make sense, but yeah.
I've been
sleeping at 5.
Okay.
So.
What about you, Maya? How's your sleep schedule?
I mean, it's a lot worse than before. But it's not as bad as 5 a.m. Like the latest I'll sleep. Oh, because we have a curfew now in my house. Yeah, 10:30 on weekdays. But I still manage to wake up at like 1 p.m. sometimes. It's really bad because I used to wake up really early. Because I'm an early bird. I just like doing things in the morning a lot better. But now it's really, I don't know what's happening to me.
Yeah, but then like you don't feel, but you feel. Wait, do you like feel tired after you sleep from like 10 to like 1 p.m. or is it like?
Yes, I'm always
Really still
lethargic and.
Wait, that's like 15 hours though of sleep.
That is like 15 hours. That's why I'm not.
Wait.
I'm quite impressed actually. It's even, but like, it's like no one wakes you up. You're just like 15 hours and like your siblings or whoever is there, they just see you and
No.
they just leave you there.
I mean, I try setting alarms, but those never work ever.
She's right.
True.
Yeah, alarms don't work. So yeah, what about you, Erin? How's your sleep schedule?
I hate to be that person, but it got better.
Hey, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's,
that's
that's
good.
good. That's a good thing. Let's celebrate the good.
You're popping off. Yeah.
Because before, I used to sleep at like 12 and then wake up at like a 1, like regardless of the day. But now I sleep at like 11 and then wake up at 8. Mainly because I have
Online classes, right?
but on the weekends I still like sleep at 11, wake up at like.
Wow. She's thriving though. Good job.
That deserves applause. Okay, that deserves
Yeah,
applause. For those who don't know, you don't know how hard it is to do that when
Mhm.
everything around you is falling apart. For you to be able to sleep from 11 to 8 soundly, and but you do feel good when you wake up. You're active. You have the energy. Oh, you're so
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know.
11 to 8. Well, I commend you for that, Erin. Yeah, it's a very different story for us Ivy people names.
Yes.
No, but it's okay. I mean, you get used to it. You
How
have
about
to
you,
get used to it.
Jericho?
So for the first few months of quarantine, it's very barely sleep, 2-3 hours,
Oh.
max. I'd sleep at 12, wake up at 3, and I just have a whole other stuff to do. Not just watching movies. Okay, I'm actually trying to be productive because
Yes.
kind of life. But because it's weird how investing works sometimes. Not a flex, but it's hard to keep track of everything sometimes, especially if it's abroad, because 9 a.m. there in New York is different 9 a.m. here, 9 something here. But now it's getting better. I know that we just recommended people to watch movies and shows, but don't compromise your health, viewers. Please stay healthy, wear a
Stay
mask.
inside.
So stay inside if you can, only for essential and stuff like that. So yeah, and okay, so from Netflix and watching shows, we're gonna flip the script again about how to be productive during this quarantine. I know, because I know there's there's a lot of sayings going on right now about oh, this is the perfect time to start a business, start a blog, or start a podcast because you're at home. But that's not the case for everyone. Especially people who are more aware or just more care about what's happening outside. It's hard to really focus on something when every day people are dying and every day someone else is getting hurt, someone doesn't have food or stuff like that. It's hard to really focus. But how, especially those who don't watch movies and TV shows as much as I do, how do you guys stay productive, or how do you guys during this time? If you guys have any tips for our viewers watching this podcast, that would be great. So let's start. Amaia, do you have any advice?
Not really. I also have been really struggling to find the motivation to be productive lately. Of course, no one should be forced to be productive during this whole pandemic. So many things are happening and so many things are occupying our minds right now. And so it is such a difficult thing to just keep working and this pressure to, be productive. But like what I said before, what I would do when I would feel this way, just unmotivated. Sorry, can you hear that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Wait, what's that? I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll just put an
No, it's okay.
editor,
It's okay. It's okay. Wait, what is it though? I was kind of confused.
I can hear it here too.
Oh,
yeah, because that's okay. Carry on, Amaia. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
it's fine.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier, whenever I'd feel this way, whenever I'd feel unmotivated to work or to study, I'd just go to a cafe or to the library or just anywhere else that wasn't my house, so that there's I think ambiance plays a really big part in my productivity. But since I can't do that and I can't go anywhere to do anything, what I've been doing is I've been rearranging my furniture.
Oh, Sam.
Same. Actually, I'm not kidding. I've been doing that too.
Really?
Yeah.
I do that at 5 a.m. and my mom is like, "You're still up?" And I'm just here rearranging my chair from one place to the other.
You hear
Right.
like a
But
grinding.
no,
Just yeah.
but
Go
it
ahead, Amai.
helps. It's like because it gives you just like a new, like a fresh area to work in. Yeah, I think what also helps is like just setting a schedule
Mm.
like you would any other day, just so that you can keep a routine up. Yeah. Oh, also, I find it like this is just for me, but I find that I'm a lot more productive when I'm around other people that are
That's
working.
true.
Study group.
Yeah, study group. That's why I love studying.
Interesting. Actually, I didn't know that about you. But yeah, I mean, but can you explain that a little bit more? Like, cause I kind of like working alone, but like you saying that it's easier to work with everyone else working. Yeah, can you explain that a little bit, Amaya? Yeah, yeah.
Just-
Sure.
It motivates me to see that there are other people around me that are working as well. I don't know why, but what I've been doing is I've been going on call with some of my friends. And so we'd work, like we just do our own separate thing, but we're in call. And it's sort of the same concept of like working with people. I think that's why I like working at cafes so much, because other people around me are working too. It's weird, but yeah.
Wait, that's really interesting. So you guys go on calls, probably mute your mics or just
Not
say
not
like,
to put you on the spot, Erin. Are you part of those calls that Amaya is talking about, or does she leave you out all the time? Gonna put your friendship on blast. No, I'm kidding. You are part of those calls, Erin. You can.
Oh no. Yeah,
What about
she
you,
did.
Erin? Yeah, what about you, Erin? Like, how
Sorry,
do you?
what?
Like, no, the same thing. Like, how do you stay productive? Or like, what are your methods? Or like, how do you create a productive environment for yourself?
Me, it's not really about the environment. It's more of like a mindset. um, yeah, like for me, in order to like get motivation, I need to be inspired by something first. And I usually get that from my YouTube videos and the recommendation.
do you watch those student vlogs where they study with me
Like
videos?
I've been watching a lot of like painting videos on YouTube and stuff. So it's like so inspired. And like I started a painting and then I was like on grind mode for 2 days and then I stopped because the motivation went away and I haven't touched it since. And that was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's kind of hard to find different things to keep on motivating yourself. Yeah, and I have the productivity calls too. Like
Explain that. What do you mean? What do you mean productivity calls? Can you like elaborate on that? Because like
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by the concept now.
Yeah. How does that work?
You've never like encountered people who do this too. Like,
Hey, what
we
do you
just
mean?
it's like
Wait.
productivity calls.
What is that? Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm not. You know me. I'm not very. Yeah, but no. Explain first, because I'm actually quite confused. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just.
You call people,
Mm-hmm.
catch up, you talk to them, but you work on your own separate thing, but you're still on call.
like you allocate a certain amount of minutes. Like okay, catch up, and then from this time to this time we'll work, and then like break, and then work again.
Just so that there's someone there, you know?
Oh, okay.
And like
I've never
also-
done that ever.
And like you know the person's working. Like oh shoot, I have to work too.
You're kind of matching their energy with yours.
Oh, okay. So that's something that you guys do a lot, usually. Productivity calls
Yeah.
to stay productive. Oh, okay. Nate, we should do that. Yeah, but I feel like we just spend the entire hour
I feel like
catching
we
up.
just catch up and not work at all though.
We'll see. Depending, we might make a video
We will
about
make a
productivity
podcast.
calls.
We'll make a podcast. But
It was just us
productivity
working.
calls.
It's a vlog.
Okay. What about you, Nate? So, like, how are you staying productive? I know you have like your guitar, you're practicing guitar and stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, how are you staying productive, Nate?
So I have a schedule per day of like important things and then hobbies. So the important things, those are like the ones I finish first. And in the hobbies, I can just do whatever time I have left. So I have like subjects listed per day that I study or I would study. I usually don't follow them, but I just go. You know. But yeah, I just make a schedule.
I make a schedule. Okay. Like, I guess for me, it's very, well, I mean, everyone's very different, you know. I actually, in the midst of my movie watching and doing other stuff, quarantine, I bought, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but I bought a keyboard.
Oh wow.
Yes. And I have not done anything with it so far, but I have like, you know, there are like notes that come in with the thing. And, you know, I guess that's productivity in some way, learning a new skill. Hopefully it can be cast, but like, yeah, I guess it in some ways it's hard because, you know, circumstances apply. But like, thanks everyone for sharing how you stay productive. Yeah, I guess like for some people, like, you know, it's better to be like socially productive. Yeah, but like people working around you makes you feel like you want to work even more. And like some people do calls, some people just lock themselves in the room for the entire day and make sure they get something done. Yeah, my technique is like, I really like, I don't know why, but I really like having music on when I do something like important, just because music is the best thing ever created. And it's just I don't know why, when you feel like the rhythm of a song or like the melody, like you just work to it, like you do everything. You either you read at like the same pace the lyrics are being like thrown at, or being sang sometimes, but like, yeah, that's just how I try to approach it. And like, you know,
Do you have any song recommendations
Yeah.
for studying?
oh no, I mean, well, I know like there are like those funny like ads before, and like when I was back on Instagram about like those Spotify playlists that have like study beats on them. I'm not sure if you guys see that and stuff, but like I like having things that have like lyrics. I don't know why. It's just it's
Really?
yeah, it's just
So-
easier for me to remember. Yes, Amaia, yeah.
You're able to like read while listening to music with lyrics.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah, but no, but like not like a new song, like a song that I really like and I want to keep listening, but like stuff that's in my playlist already for so long, and like you don't really, it doesn't, how do I say this? But like it just blends in with what you're doing, depending on what you're doing, whether that be reading or writing. I don't know. I don't mind the lyrics as much, just because like I'm so used to hearing that song and I really like the song, so it really doesn't bother me that much. I know some people, you know, they like that lo-fi. They get those lo-fi
yeah.
beats that the Spotify playlist always recommend. You and the what do you call that? The picture of the playlist
girl.
is like the girl studying. I see that in YouTube. I see that in Spotify, SoundCloud. I see that everywhere. It's the most overused playlist picture I've ever seen. But yeah, that kind of thing. And just like for day to day, I'm definitely not the most productive person. And you know, but like every day, just try to, how do I call this? Like that mindset, like, oh, what can I do to like be better at some aspect of my life? And whether that be like small or big, like either reading the entire book that you need to read, or just reading a few pages, or you know, doing chores, or like everyone does chores. I hope like everyone should do chores to like help around the house and stuff. But yeah, but sometimes some days it's really hard. Like I know we talked, we're gonna put Cly and Jasper on blast here. No, I'm just kidding. Our last week's guest. No, I'm kidding. No, but like no, just sharing what they shared, you know, especially we kind of talked about next. What we talked about the classes, right? And, like it's hard to be productive like in class because like they don't feel very motivated and stuff. Yeah, so a lot of distractions and stuff. So I removed myself of all distractions. Like even though I have like a Wi-Fi or stuff like that, like if I only need to read like a book, just throw everything out the room, and like just what I need is what I need to do is just there in my room. And then when I'm done with what I did, I bring everything back. I don't care if it like ruins the whole placement. Hence why I like, just like Amaia and Nathan, they rearrange their furniture. I rearrange my furniture because I throw everything out that I don't need, and I just have what I need to like do something. So that's kind of like just removing distractions. And you know, distractions are, you know, really bad. Well, depending on what the distractions are. Obviously, if your mom or like your sibling goes into the room and it's like, I'm bleeding, you can't just be like, nope, I gotta finish this page,
You're
bro.
distracting me.
You're distracting me, and you throw it out of the room because you throw distractions out of the room. No, not like that. Obviously, there are like priorities and stuff. So, yeah, thanks for sharing, also, guys. You know, I really, really thanks for taking the time also for with this podcast. I hope your families are safe. I hope you guys are
Thank
doing
you.
all well and stuff, right, Nate? And
Sure.
and to our viewers again, thanks. Well, I'm not sure when this will be out, Nate. You're
Yeah,
in
you
charge
can
of the
find their
editing.
guests' social.
Yeah,
MONDO.
if you guys wanna shout out anything or like link
Yeah,
like your
of
Instagram or like everything else, put yourself out there. We had Jasper put out this band, promote the band and stuff,
Do you guys have any bands, artworks
artworks or
any
something.
pieces?
No, just link to Erin's
Fish live streams.
Oh
Yes,
yes. Erin, if you could send that to us, I bet all of our viewers would be
Yes,
enamored with.
face reveal soon, maybe like on 100 subscribers.
Giveaway.
Giveaway.
V-Bucks to the third viewer.
Yeah,
Also,
and like,
buy our merch at Adam website.
oh wait, yeah, I actually want to ask you guys about that because aren't you guys all involved in that
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, that's what do you wait? If you guys could share for the audience or whatever, like what you guys do there, or like let's. Amai, are you doing stuff for them like right now or anything?
Yes. So Atom is a non-government youth-led organization that Erin and Nate and I are part of, and right now I am part of the creatives department. Yes.
Okay, you have to specify non-governmental there, just to be sure. I'm not sure if that quote, if that labeling is allowed after 15 days whenever this new thing happens,
Oh
but
no.
we'll see. Yeah, but yeah, Atom, follow Atom, guys. If the viewers non-governmental, what do you guys make art and stuff? Actually, I don't know how that works. Nate, have you done stuff for them? You done stuff for them?
Yeah, I'm part of the writing department, so I've written some articles, maybe a poem. I think
Really? Have you?
I
Wait.
have.
You should send them to me. I don't know. Never mind.
No, check their website.
Check
don't-
out the website.
I don't want
okay.
to send it to you because it's kind of cringy to look at your own thing,
Hey, come on, man! I'm your bro. I got you.
Sure.
And yeah, no, seriously, I actually want to see that stuff. So yeah, again, to our viewers, thank you again for tuning in and listening. This is me, Jericho Nathan, our special guests today, Maya and Erin. So we'll catch you on the next one. Again, thank you for the time.
Yes.
Thank you for listening, and
Thank you.
bye, guys.
Thank
See
you.
you guys. I'm gonna stop the recording. 5, 4, 3, 2.